and we're back to growth. That's the good news here.
Welcome back, everybody, to our YouTube channel. My name is Tammo, and with me today is my colleague and partner, Jörg.
Hello, everyone. My name is Jörg, which is German for George. Happy to have you with us today.
Hey, Jörg, how are you?
Very good.
Jörg, today we want to talk about a rather serious topic. We want to talk about the economic recession, which is going on globally within the last months and years, I would say now. And we will also speak about, or especially speak about, how this is affecting Germany and the tech and IT job market. First of all, what do you say about this recession topic in general?
About the recession topic in general, and this is important for everyone who's watching. It's a frequently asked question from the people that are interested in coming to Germany and also joining our coaching program, which is why we're covering this. Recession, technically, first of all, just means there is 2 down phases in a consecutive row, 2 quarters in a row, actually. And you have to understand that Germany was hit hard by, and you can thank Vladimir Putin for this, by the attack of Russia on the Ukraine. Energy prices were soaring up and inflation was high. And with that, industry production went down. This is now a very, very simplified summary of what actually happened. And we ended having up negative growth. And this was affecting our economy, I would say, negative 0.5% of negative growth. That is what was happening in this country. So we're not talking about a recession where, like back in COVID, all economies were facing negative 5%, negative 10%, or even more. No, it was really a slight degrowth, but yes, it's true, there was a degrowth, and depending on where you got your information from, we do know that some of you, for example, follow Deutsche Welle abroad, DWTV. They have also covered this, of course, but you need to put things in a perspective. I think this is also what we're going to talk about today in this video.
Before we talk about what that means for you, for the IT job market, and for your chances of coming here to Germany and landing a job here, give us a quick insight. What is the forecast looking like for this year and maybe also for the upcoming year?
So good news actually on this one. Just yesterday on German daily news, the announcement was made that leading economists in this country believe that we have finally approached a turning phase, a turning point in all this. And from today, if you're watching this, today is actually in April. From today, there is only going to be a curve showing in the right direction, that is growth again. So from what we've seen in the past months, of course, the recession or this very small negative growth affecting the job market, of course, in a certain way, we're also going to talk about this, what does it really mean for tech and IT, is now going to be becoming better slowly and surely, and we're back to growth. That's the good news here.
Exactly. And what does that mean for the job market in general? First of all, have we seen a rather high number of unemployment this year and in the last years?
So we generally source from various news channels, various providers when we analyze the market for our coachees, for our clients, for the coaching program. We use quarter reports which are issued by Hayes. Hayes is a recruiting company that some of you may have known. We follow people that work in Indeed, at Indeed. There is a couple of people we are in touch with on LinkedIn who also issue their reports regularly on how the job market is performing. So we follow them very closely. And of course, we have our own tracking system. Yes, we do keep track of openings, vacancies, and kinds of roles. Every 2 weeks, we have our own statistics in place. So that really allows us to very, in detail actually, lay out where we're coming from and where we're heading to. To answer your question, in general, the entire IT and tech market, and this is not just what we are saying, this is what others are saying, this is also what economists and labor market researchers are saying. The IT job market is decoupled from the general job market. That means even during degrowth, even during negative growth, even during recession, there were openings and there were new jobs in tech and IT being published regularly. That is what it comes down to. But compared to the years before, of course, it wasn't that much. But, and this is, I mean, why we're still sitting here, our clients are getting calls and our clients are getting offers. And that is the key message here. So if you have been wondering about this, naturally, we can proudly sit here and tell you this. Again, it's decoupled. You're going to read about this in specific papers and publications, but that's because, and this is also what Tammo and I have been saying and throughout all these kinds of videos, there is such a big demand and there's just not enough people.
Exactly. Like we could see the new statistics by the end of last year that Germany has around 150,000 open positions in tech and IT in general. And those open positions are not did not go away just because of the recession. So what is hiring? Those open positions are still there, but some companies are hiring more slowly than before. So they are waiting for things to get better and to improve. And what we at least expect that there will be a much higher demand by the mid or end of this year, and then following up to 2025, where it will be almost on the same level or on the same level like just like after COVID. So to give you a few insights about what that means. So before that, we saw regularly postings for Java developer, I don't know, on platforms like Indeed for every 2 weeks. We saw like 400 to 600 new openings every 2 weeks for English speakers. I'm just talking about English because the German speaking market is decoupled again from that. Now we have around 200 to 300, 350 openings every 2 weeks for Java speakers. So you see it went down a little bit, but the number of open positions is still more than enough to land a job here.
It definitely means that you're going to have to put an extra effort into applying to get a call, because those openings that you're going to be seeing are also going to be openings by companies that are issuing a English-speaking job description, and they may be looking for somebody that speaks English, but they're not hiring globally. And that is why you also need to see those numbers in relation, and this is what we keep telling, scale the numbers of your applications. But in principle, we're expecting things to now pick up again because, companies held back investments. This is also what you said. We also saw that funding into companies, specifically startups, is now getting back to the level that we know about. And with that money, with those investments, of course, come usually openings and jobs.
And one more thing, you also need to differentiate between different tech stacks and roles.
Oh, yes.
Some roles, like, I don't know, IT security, embedded software development, Java, in general, all more back-end related technologies, were not affected as much as, for example, the typical front-end technologies like React, Angular, or other roles like Salesforce development. Those, or QA guys, those roles were more affected than the ones I mentioned before. So that's also a factor. And this is leading me, we get this question quite a lot, is it a good time for me to start looking for a job or to move to Germany right now? And I always say, yes, it is a good start. If you don't start now, you just lose time. And if you have the right tech stack, you have all the chances to land a job in 2 to 3 months. And you don't need to worry. Once you are here in Germany with a valid work visa, there is no such thing as unemployment in tech and IT.
That's the thing. And coming here is the hard part. We also keep saying this. Once you're here, it's a different story. Among the whole entire world of roles, I would say, like you said, IT, cybersecurity is also, again, decoupled from software engineering in general. And then Tom already mentioned several stacks and roles that you can differentiate between. Keep monitoring that for yourself also. I mean, you should have also gotten a feeling of how that has maybe changed on various platforms that you are using. We check the same platforms essentially that you are checking. So there's no difference here. LinkedIn, of course, Indeed, Stepstone, Monster, etc. But what it really means, and this is what Tammo is also saying, finding a job in Germany is a process. And whether or not that process takes you 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, or 11, 12 months. Depends on you, it depends on the market, it depends on so many different factors, even your own private environment, you don't know about it yet, your family may have issues, all of a sudden you need to attend to them, which is perfectly fine. What that means is, there is no better time to start than today because you need to get going in the first place. You need to initiate this whole thing. You need to strategize it and then you need to implement it. And this takes some time by itself. New CV, getting accustomed to German hiring rounds, finally cracking the tech challenges, making it to a final round, then relocating. I mean, naturally, this is what we help everybody with that is interested in joining our program and eventually gets a job through our program. That's what I have to say on this issue. It's as simple as that.
Recession doesn't make it easier for you to land a job here, but it is still perfectly possible. As Jörg said, it's a process. If you have the right tech stack, the right years of experience, you will land a job here, no worries. If you want to go the easy road, wait 4 or 5 months and then approach us. If once the market is like last year, then it is even easier. All right, thanks everybody for watching. I hope this video was insightful and put a few things into perspective. If you are interested now in landing a job in Germany, moving here, starting this whole process, first of all, watch our 20 minutes video training, which you find below this video. If you find that interesting, book a get-to-know call with us. We will analyze your profile, see if you have good chances, even in times of recession, to land a job here. If that is the case, we're gonna work with you, and then usually it takes 2 to 3 months for you to get a job offer. Then you're gonna relocate, and soon you'll be here, maybe in Berlin, like we are right now, or in any other German cities. Let's see. All the best. Bye-bye.
See you. Take care.